Yeah, I just want to bring this broadcast this moment, and I pray, I sure believe that it should get to the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. I learned in the news that ECOWAS heads of government have risen up and then they've given the junta in Niger um, 7 days ultimatum to vacate the presidential palace. Um, that's a very good one. And then after the 7 days expiration, that military force will be used against them. Um, I just want to bring this message this moment so that we'll understand, probably what's the mind of God in this. I know for sure that using military force is not going to yield any results. Yes, military force is not going to yield any results. We should take example from what has happened in our own nation, Nigeria. We had the Boko Haram and the ISWAP. We thought that we could clear them off in just 1 month or 2 or 3 months, but we are surprised that this has lingered for decades, more than a decade now. It has lingered for so long, and then it's still here with us, and then we are still battling with it. And these are ragtag people who had no connection, who had no government, international government supporting them, and then they were just little boys running here and there, taking arms from our soldiers and others, and then before they began to get their connections and began to fight against the nation's military. And then just oppose it to a whole nation military which has international backings, which has foreign backings, which has other military backings. I just want to tell Mr. President that it's going to be so disastrous. Yes, if we take the way of military force against the juntas in Niger, it's going to be so disastrous. I think we should rethink that strategy. We should go down onto the table. We should go to the table and then begin to dialogue and begin to draw and begin to talk and then see how peace can return to that nation. Another thing we have to put into consideration is the citizens of that nation. Their life is going to be endangered so greatly, because there is no place the military goes in that the rules of engagement is going to be 100%. Their life is going to be endangered. So I just pray that we can bring other methods and other devices and then begin to see how we can sit and talk. I pray that Mr. President is going to heed to wise counsel, not rushing into it so that he can be able to please the international communities and Western world. We have to also put so many things into consideration. And most importantly, let's also note that Niger is a neighboring nation, and then some of our brethren are also trading in Niger, some of our brethren are living in Niger, and there are some refugees during the days of Boko Haram and ISWAP at its peak. So many of our northern brothers ran to Niger, and then they were they seek refuge in Niger, and so many of them are living in Niger. So now the moment there is an escalation of troubles, it's going to affect our brethren, it's also going to affect the citizen. So we must tread softly and then see how we can come up with the best of all methods in making sure that peace is returned to Niger. On our own part, we are praying and asking God to help us and let peace return to Niger. But on the government side, we just pray that, please, let wisdom and let good counsel prevail. Yes, let's do not be in a hurry to do what is not going to be palatable to the general citizens and everyone in that nation. It's very important for us to heed to this call. And lastly, also, we also know that our economy is not in the best of it all. Some years back up till now, we are trying to recover. We must also understand that going into that military force in Niger is going to consume a whole lot of money. Yes, it's going to consume a whole lot of money, because other West African states are going to rely so much on Nigeria. They are going to rely so much on our military. They are going to rely so much on our weapons. They are going to rely so much on our intelligence. They are going to rely so much on personnel and workforce. And this thing consumes money. Yes, it consumes so much money. You know how much it's going to consume. So, Mr. President, I just want to plead with you that we look other ways and then see how we can do these things. Gone are the days that we continue to say Nigeria is the big brother of Africa, and then other nations will take undue advantage of us. Yes, let wisdom prevail. There is no need to rush into it. We can sit back and then do the big brother with wisdom, and then stretch forth our hands to help them quell and bring peace, not with military force. It's gonna make the nation economy to bleed so much. So I just pray and hope that this message gets to Mr. President so that wise counsel can prevail, and then we can begin to put things in order. That's my only and little contribution. God bless you. God bless the Federal Republic of Nigeria.